Alright, so we got it figured out here. We're looking at the back of the overbridge of the MM-1000, and this is related to my problem where channel 6, setting channel 6 into record mode would just shut down the entire transport. So I took Ghost's suggestion, which I was kind of thinking about, but he really pushed me to do it, and I just switched all of the connections to channel 6 electronics to channel 8, and I took all the channel 4s and put them down to channel 6 just to do a redundant check to see if it was the electronics module, and it wasn't. When I took channel 6's connections and put it to 8, record enabling 6 would still kill the transport, and taking channel 4 and plugging it into channel 6 and then record enabling channel 4, whose connections are now in channel 6, worked just fine. So it wasn't that. So I went back to this connector here, which again has to do with the select sync, and looking into it further, the only thing that comes out is just these two little tiny wires. So I followed them down, and they go to what's called the mode control module, which is the row of 8 switches here, which controls whether a channel is in record ready or safe or sync. And but when I noticed down here on this connector, which is where those wires go, this goes up to the mode control, there was only one wire. Okay, remembering here there's two. Both of these connect to the same pin on this connector. It's a 4-pin Canon connector, but only one of the pins is used, and both these wires go to that one pin. So the only thing this does is it handles the record ready indicator. These lamps right here. Demonstrate for you. Okay, that's all that little thing does. It just remotes the record lamp, doubling this up here. So that's all it does. So I started thinking, well, why would that cause a problem? So first thing I did naturally was tested for continuity from that pin in this connector to ground, and sure enough I had about 5 ohms. Well, I had continuity in a measurement of 5 ohms, and I checked another one and it was nothing. And so then I went to the schematics and I looked, well, where does that second wire go? That second one of these, and it's not documented really well in the schematics. They kind of left out some information about the remote, but that's where it goes. Does that look like a familiar color there, that blue? Well, some of you might recall this is the condition this remote connector was on. It's supposed to go back there, and it's going to be a project for later because it got ripped out of there and damaged. But there's 2 wires that had gotten ripped out, and well, guess what? I think this was resting against something else, which went to ground, and maybe, I mean, I'm probably not going to take the time to figure it out, but somehow that went to something that probably kicked a relay that would shut down power to the transport. So, bottom line, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, record, boom, we got one light out. But they're all lit up here, everything's fine.